Hey everyone, it's me. As you can see, I have like mascara all over my face. The reason I wanted to actually send this video was actually, a lot of times I'm like the cheerleader, I'm like the inspirational. I have just like these great things to say to you guys, or it's about business or life. But I guess I don't care if my face is messed up or I was crying. But I think my biggest reason for my videos is that I want to keep it real. But I'm over it. I think if something happens, I just get over it. But I don't care. I guess I'm just to the point where, I'm not perfect. And the reason why I want to show you is I'm not perfect. And my thing is, I want to say to you, are you going to get better or get bitter? Now today, I had some amazing things happen today in my business, which is a good thing, and it's like bittersweet. Like I'll have some like really awesome happen, but then I'll be like, ooh, like something bad will happen. So like Eric's car, and if you guys know where I live, oh my gosh, have you seen Eric's car? It's like holding on by a string. I swear, I just kept getting visions in my head. Oh, the car. And I'm like, oh, it's gonna break down today. And I told him, I'm like, this car is like, well, we should really get one. You don't want to be stuck on the side of the road somewhere. And he's so stubborn, but I love him for that because he is so realistic, and he makes me think about my spending. So he called me. He's like, Aubrey, I don't know what to do. He's like, my car is not working and it didn't start. And he said, I'm sharing my struggles with you because we struggle too, okay? I mean, yes, like there's amazing things going on. We're making it happen, but we struggle too. I mean, the struggle's for real. So every morning he actually starts his car just so it'll still run. He does like a test run to make it go. And this is how funny it is. And then he knows it's going to work for the day. But today he called me. He's like, Aubrey, he's like, you have to stop what you're doing. And I'm in the middle of an appointment. I said, oh my gosh, I have to stop what I'm doing. We have to get it fixed. So he came home because he needs his car to drive because he drives everywhere. And so I drove him to the mechanic. I dropped off the car, and I don't have a car. So I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to get the kids from school. I'll figure it out. But I'm like, oh, we're going to have to buy a new car. And I'm like, if we have to buy a used one, we'll buy a used one, whatever we got to do. But he gets stressed out all the time. He gets really upset sometimes, but he is doing better with it. But I'm like, it's going to be okay. Like, God will provide. I know we have to get a new car eventually, but I just don't know when. So maybe it's this weekend. Who knows? But so that kind of sucks. I'm just going to be real. So I'm like, all right, whatever. You're just trying to get ahead, but you know what I mean? You just get there. So I'm like, okay, I can handle this. I can deal with it. And then my other neighbors are like, oh, we can help you. Like, maybe get the kids. But then I'm like, Aiden will have a nervous breakdown. Maybe I'll walk to school and I'll get them. But thank God I have great neighbors and support and people. But then Eric's like, well, I'll just go to my appointment late. And then he's like, you could get the kids from school. So we make it work. We always make it work. And then I get home. I've had this happen to me so many times, and I'm like, I got no warning whatsoever. And my insurance jumped over $1,000. And I'm like, oh my gosh, an extra $1,000. And I'm like, okay, just like when you open your tax bills or whatever, especially if you live in my neighborhood, everyone has a heart attack or doing shots of vodka when they open it up because it's so wow, what do you do? It's just I guess my only thing is I have to go out there and go make more money. I mean, I can't scale back. I'm like, okay, what can I create now? So I was on the phone with Blue Cross Blue Shield, and I have to have the best because after what I've been through and my coverage and stuff. And the one thing about cancer, I'm like, okay, I overcame it. But the one thing that really sucks is that it kind of stained, and it sucks because when you're talking to them on the phone and you're like, but I had cancer, and they're like, well, too bad. They're like, you have to deal with it. You're gonna have to pay this price because you had cancer. You're not past the 5-year mark, or it just sucks. It just really sucks. And I'm sorry, I'm crying. But it just sucks. So I don't have a choice. I have to pay it because of my past, but it's okay. You know what? It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. And I'll just make more money. That's right, Elizabeth. I'm going to make more money. And you know what? I have these moments. I'm going to make more money. And I'm going to take my pain. I'm going to turn it into my fuel. And I'm going to turn it into my fuel. So, I just want to have enough money where I could just laugh at the bill and just say, don't worry, but I'm going to make more money. And I guess it's these situations that, and it's happened in the past before, where you say, oh my gosh, it's the pain. The pain drives me. I don't get motivated, or I'm not who I am today because I live a cushioned life. I do things because there is a lot of pain. And, we have a lot of pain. I just don't share it with you all the time. But I'm not perfect. I'm very real. I have mascara running down my face. My kids are like, why are you crying, Mom? But because I will make it work. I don't know how. I don't know why. But I will make it work. I'm going to make this work. And I have a dream in my heart. And I'm going to make it work. And I don't know where it's going to come from or how it's going to work. But it's going to work. We have one car, whatever. Thank God that my training is here tomorrow. And I have people come into my house. That's good. So I'm making money. Money's coming to my house tomorrow. So that's a great thing. So how cool is that? And I know I will, because Elizabeth, I'm just like you in some ways, but we'll make it work. So that's the cool thing. I get to work from home and we'll make it work. He's like, well, what do you do if, whatever? I have no idea, but I'm just going to go with it. And, it's like you never want to look like this on Facebook, but I'm like, you know what if there's someone else out there who just got their their insurance bill, and then I'm talking to insurance agents, my other friends are insurance agents, or some really nice people, they're like, Aubrey, call this Christian network, or, people do this, and I'm like, wow, that's amazing. But guys, what do you do with healthcare? And I'm just going to say it. I was holding back that last time, but I'm not going to hold back. But I'm going to tell you guys, my other big push and pain was that, is our healthcare so broken? And I've experienced in all ways. My husband's Canadian. So when he had his appendix that was going to burst, we were dating at the time, and he had to go back to Canada because he couldn't get treated here. So that's how he got treated. But we pay for our own insurance. We're not employees. We pay for every dollar. We work for every dollar. We don't have any benefits. We don't have a retirement. We just create all of it ourselves. Thanks, Elizabeth. You guys are awesome. I just love all your comments. And so my husband, I'm going to be real with you guys, because maybe you don't know this, and a lot of people don't know this, but I'm going to just put it out there. So here I was. I just finished. I just became cancer free, and I'm like, oh, I'm cancer free. Sorry, it's my mom, so I'm going to call my mom in a sec. But then, anyways, I was so excited that my husband was crying in our kitchen. I said, what's wrong, Eric? What's wrong? I said, why are you crying? And here we are. We're moving into our dream house. And my dream house, the house that we live in now, was because we lived in a really bad part of our neighborhood. I mean, we had gangs. We had, for my daughter's first birthday, we got tagged. We had, graffiti. I mean, it was just really, really rough neighborhood. And he was crying. And the house would be the one thing that we'd focus on when I had cancer, because that's all, everyone's like, your new house. And here he was, he goes, I love you guys too. And he's like, I got fired. He's like, I can't work anymore as a doctor. I said, why? So what happened? He's like, because, the, what do you call Obamacare, or the, how do I say politically correct, the new healthcare law. Okay, they stopped paying. And I said, you got to be kidding. What do you mean? Why? He goes, my brother Mike and I cannot both afford to still do it anymore. And he was crying. And I said, don't worry, because the two things I know for sure, I said, is that we have God, and we have our business, marketamericashop.com. I said, they've always been there for us no matter what. I said, so we'll make it work. So what my husband does now, he's a creative problem solver. So he was so sad because he couldn't practice. He'll probably kill me for this video, but it's okay. I'll deal with it. But why him? Why did he have to leave? But what were we gonna do? We had this mortgage. We were moving into this new house. we didn't know what we were going to do, so we just said that he still worked there to December 31st. But then my brother, my brother Shane, he's like, well, why don't you work for Empire? So he sells carpet for Empire, you know, like 588, 300 Empire today. Because what else are you going to do to make that kind of money overnight? So he sells carpet. It's totally not what he does. And he was so heartbroken. I mean, he's a great healer. He's a great doctor. He's so awesome. And he is such a good healer. And he like, his heart and his soul is into being a doctor. I mean, if you know my husband, that's who he is. That's his identity. So he was heartbroken. And so thank God for this job. And so he goes in his car and he packs it all up with the samples, and he sells carpet, and he gets sworn at, he gets yelled at, he gets kicked out of houses. I mean, it's tough. It's if you ever get carpet, just be nice to the people, because people are really mean. I mean, I said, just hang in there, and we try to crack jokes about it and stuff, but he's not where he's supposed to be. But I tell him, I think it's preparing him for bigger things, greater things. And I said, you know what, all those rejections, all those things are going to prepare you for when you work at home with me. And I said, it's going to be better. But it really breaks my heart. It breaks my heart that people don't realize what it's like in healthcare, because we get it from all the sides. Like, he's not practicing right now because the healthcare laws. And we pay for our own health insurance. We pay so much money for it. And it's like, that's probably my number one expense, is that we invest a lot into our wellness. And I tell people, like, we work out every day, like, we take our vitamins, like, I do a million different healthcare stuff just to be safe and everything. But I mean, the healthcare system really, it just breaks my heart in more ways than one. It's sad. It really is sad, but it's okay. I'm an overcomer. I'm gonna, like, again, I always cry. If you know me, you're like, oh, I was just an emotional girl, but I'm getting better with my emotions. But I'm gonna cry, take a shower, pick myself up, and then brush myself off, and I'm gonna step out, because that story with the donkey, the guy thought, the farmer thought his donkey was dead, and so he just threw the donkey down the hole, and he just threw, like, a whole bunch of dirt on the donkey, but the donkey shook off the dirt, and he stepped out. He kept shaking off and stepping out until he got out. And so I guess I'm like that donkey. I got some dirt on me today, but I'm going to step out. And I said, you know what? Not my will, but your will be done. And I don't know why. There's a reason why. So whatever, I'm a hot mess, and I'm sad today, but it's okay. It's all good. If there's a will, there's a way. There's going to be something great is going to happen. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope that my husband will forgive me. I know my family won't forgive me for all the things I've said, but it just really broke us. It's just sad. And then, I'm sorry, this like kind of hurts my heart, but like the other day I go, Eric, how was your appointment? I go, how was it? And I go, where did you go today? And he goes, oh, it was an old patient. I said, oh. I said, okay. I go, how did that go? And he goes, Aubrey, they looked at me like I had cancer. And then he stopped. And he looked at me like I had cancer. I'm so embarrassed. And I was like, carpet. And I'm a doctor. And I'm like, Eric, I love you so much. You're so awesome. You're amazing. And it's like, it takes courage. And no one knows what he's been through. But he is just an amazing man. And so, God bless him. He has just got a heart of gold. But I said, you know what? You're awesome. You're amazing. You don't worry about it. You keep on keeping on, because it's going to come for you. So anyways, all is well. You know what? All is well. You guys have an amazing day. I love you. And I just wanted to share this with you, because I'm not perfect. Not at all. I have tons of flaws, and if this touched you, I don't know if you've ever gone through anything like this, or what your life is like, or if you have challenges, but are you going to be bitter? Are you going to be better? And I'm not going to be bitter anymore. I'm going to be better, because, like, I'm alive. I'm not dead. I'm not planning for a funeral. No one's dying here. Come on, it's not an emergency. I'm good. I can figure things out. And so this will just make me better. And every bad thing is I'm not gonna. Are you gonna be bitter? Are you gonna be better? And I'm gonna choose to be better and stronger, and just gonna go for it. So I love you guys. I love all your comments. I love, God bless you and all your prayers. And that's my question to you. So when life hits you hard or tries to knock you down, are you going to be bitter or better? But I love you guys. You have an amazing Friday. It's Friday. Enjoy your family, and I'll see you guys soon. Love you.